Hey guys, how's it going? It's Gavicho. Welcome to Gavicho Gaming. Today we're gonna mourn and have a look at the data sheets that have been shown at the Kansas City Open for Death Guard. I absolutely love Death Guard. They're one of my favorite armies. I don't play them enough. Absolutely love painting them. Um, and some of these data sheets are, I don't know, not too great. Guys, if you're looking to buy some Death Guard, check out the link down below for Tabletop Republic for good people, good tournaments, good prices. Man. Okay, let's have a look. So these were all shown on the Kansas City Open stream. They're all the official data cards because it was an official Warhammer stream. So T5 have kept, and they've got the 5 inches as well. That's fine. So this is a foul blight spawn. The Plague Spur has got anti-infantry. I think that's a 2. And ignores cover, and it's torrent, so it's a flamer weapon. It's strength 7, AP minus 2, 2 damage. That's really good. And the close combat weapon is strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. But he's not really that type of person. The putrefying stink. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have the fight first ability, so that's really good. You know, people normally chuck in with Terminators or something like that, just to get that. That's not too bad. I really like that one. There's no real change there from 9th ability, so that's really good. The Malignant Plaguecaster is T5. His psychic ability, he's got Witchfire, which is now Smite, I'm guessing. And his Corrupted Staff is D3 damage, which is the same, I kind of remember. Noble's Gift Aura, so they've all got that. The Gift of Contagion, in your shooting phase, you can select an enemy unit within 18 inches of the Psyker. On a 1, the Psyker unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 2 up, until the start of the next shooting phase, you can add 1 to the subtract 1 from the wound roll when that unit makes melee attacks. That's quite good. Persistent Fallout is in the shooting phase. After this model is shot, if one of these attacks made with its Plague Wind scored a wound, so Plague Wind is obviously the Smite. Blah blah blah. You scored a wounds against an infantry unit until the start, and subtract 2 from the movement and advance and charge rolls. So that's really good. The Malignant Plaguecaster is one of the better data sheets there. No Rimvum because he's a Psyker and not in any Terminator armor. So all good there. The Plague Surgeon is actually really good. Again, one of the nicer ones. So strength 5, AP minus 2, 2 damage, 4 attacks. Excuse the resolution on some of these. T5. While this unit is model is you leading a unit in your command phase, you can return 1 destroyed bodyguard unit. So that's really good. And at the end of your movement phase, you can select 1 friendly Death Guard infantry character model within 3 inches of the model and regains up to 3 wounds. You're going to do it once per phase. Excuse me for hay fever. The Nurgle has got me. That's really good. And I have one of these. Yes. So I will be using him. We'll get into, this is all the good stuff so far. Here we go. Blightlord Terminators are T6, which is nice. Movement 4. 2 up save, and they've got 3 wounds, and a 4 up invulnerable save. If you have a look at some of their weapons, so again, the Plague Spew is good. The Reaper Autocannon is devastating wounds, sustained hits 1. That's quite nice. And the Blight Launcher is strength 6, AP minus 1, 2 damage with lethal hits. Melee weapons. Bubonic Blade is all lethal hits. That's 4 attacks, strength 5, AP minus 2, 1 damage. And the Flail is 6 attacks, strength 5, AP minus 1, 2 damage again with lethal hits. You have Blistering Fusillade. Each time a model in its unit makes a ranged attack, if the target is the closest eligible unit, you re-roll wounds of 1. So, we really hit on movement there. T6 is great, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Terminators. The Death Shroud Terminators, a T6 movement 4 again. They can deep strike. They have the Plague Spurt Gauntlet. Every model is equipped with that now. That wasn't as before. The Man Reaper, 4 attacks at strength 8, AP -2, 2 damage. The sweep is only 6 attacks. I felt like it did more. Silent Bodyguard, one character model is leading this unit. Each time an attack targets this unit, if the strength of the characteristics of that attack is greater than this unit's toughness characteristic, you subtract 1 from the wound roll. 4-up Invum, again, they're really slow now. Really slow. And yeah, I don't know. I know that AP Creeper's gone, but there's no, icon. There's nothing about it there. There's nothing in the abilities. I think that's all kind of gone. The Lord of Virulence, from Norfolk, so excuse me. T6, 4-inch move again. Master of Destruction, while this model is leading a unit, each time a model in this unit makes a range attack, you can re-roll the wound roll. That's really good. His twin Plague Spewer is Strength 5, AP -1, 1 damage. Blight Bombardment, each time a friendly Death Guard model in this unit makes an attack with a blast weapon that targets a unit that is visible, you can add 1 to the hit roll, and the attack has ignore cover, and he's got a 4-up Invuln. Yeah, it's not really, Typhus, one of my favourite models ever. He has 5 attacks at strength 9, AP -2, 3 damage, or 10 attacks. These all have lethal hits as well. The Destroyer Hive, while this model is leading a unit, each time a melee attack targets that unit, you subtract 1 from the hit roll. And the Eater of Plague, in your shooting phase, you can select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches and visible to the psycho, roll 1d6. On a 1, this unit, so it's a hazardous kind of thing. D3 mortal wounds, and 2 to 5, the enemy unit suffers d6. And on a 6, the enemy unit suffers d3 plus 3. He's got 4-up. Invuln save, 6 wounds. I like him. He's an epic hero, so I have read the rules. It says you can only have 1 epic hero per army. So, yeah, I don't know how that works with name characters. Maybe that's what they're doing. The Death Guard Demon Prince has 2 data sheets, 1 with wings, 1 without. So all these stats are exactly the same, but the abilities are different. His movement is 11 and his T11, which is really good. 4-up Invuln save and a 2-up save. His ability is while a friendly infantry unit is within contagion range of this model, they have a 6-up Feel No Pain. That's really good. His wings 1, you get more movement but 1 less toughness. Same weapons again. He has the Warp Horror. So each time this model ends a charge move, select 1 enemy unit with engagement range. That unit must take a battle shock test. I was talking to someone at Tabletop Republic the other day about how that's really thematic. This huge warp winged demon is coming towards you. You're going to absolutely poo your pants. Why would? So, I think that's quite good. Devastating Assault, each time this model ends a charge move until the end of this turn, its Hellforge weapons have the Devastating Wounds ability. Again, that's a really good data sheet there. Mortarion is not an epic... he is an epic hero. It says they're epic hero. So again, T12, he's got movement of 10, he's got 16 wounds and a 4-up Invuln save. Mortarion's okay, but he does lose, obviously, all of his Warlord traits. His Rot Wind is a new psychic ability he's got. It's Strength 7, AP -2, 1 damage, but has a lot of attacks. And Lantern is kind of very similar stats as to what he had. It's sustained hits D3. His melee weapons is the Silence, 5 attacks, Strength 14 -3, 4 damage. That's a lot less attacks, but his Sweep is 15 attacks, Strength 7, AP -1, 1 damage. Host a plague, so he can select one of these. Benefit of cover against them, the miasma of pestilence. If your Death Guard unit is within 6, reroll wounds of 1, or the toxic is you extend the contagion range. You add 3 inches to it. He's got a 5-up feel no pain, so that's okay, and he's only subtracting 1 from the hit roll when he's down to 6 wounds, so he's going to be hitting on 3s instead of 2. So again, that's not too bad, and he doesn't lose attacks. But still, I don't know. Mythic Blight Hall is a T9, 10 wounds. These stats are all pretty much the same. Obviously, Multi-Melters have taken a massive 6-inch stint on their range there. He has Tank Hunters. Each time a model unit makes a ranged attack that targets a vehicle, you add 1 to the wound roll. That's really good, especially for your crack and your multi-melter there. I love these models. They're really good. It's got a 5-up invuln save because of the Demon Engine thing. That was something that was around in 9th. Blade Burst Crawler is T10, 12 wounds, movement 10. In your shooting phase, after this model is shot, if one or more of these attacks made with a Plague Burst Mortar scored a hit against an enemy infantry unit, that infantry unit must take a battle shock test. So that's really good. And it's only if it scored a hit. So, unless you roll 1s like me a lot, you should be all good. And the Plague Burst Mortar is blast, indirect fire, and lethal hits. So you're going to be hitting on 4s, d6 plus 3. Strength 8, AP minus 1, 2 damage. So, it's okay, but still, you're going to be, with the minus 1 damage gone, you're going to be getting shot off the board. The Rhino is T9. It's got 10 wounds. This is really bad. As in vision. It's got self-repair, so you regain 1 lost wound. And you can obviously put in 12 Death Guard infantry models. It cannot transport Terminator, Cultists, or Poxwalkers. So you can stick in your characters and your Plague Marines in there. The Fetid Bloat Joy. I can never say this. The Fetid Bloat Drone is T9, movement at 10, 10 wounds, 5-up invuln save. This model is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in which it fell back. That's really good. The Plague Spitter is okay. The Blight Launcher is pretty good. It's got lethal hits as well. The Flesh Mower is 10 attacks, strength 7, AP minus 1, 2 damage. The Plague Probe is 3 attacks, strength 6, AP minus 1, 1 damage. So I feel like it lost a lot of attacks there. Here's the one that hurts the most, the Plague Marines. Yep. You got heavy lethal hits there. Lethal hits on all your weapons, which is great. But you're remorseless while this unit is within range of an objective marker you control. Each time you take a battle shock test, you add 1 to the test. But their whole point with their contagion range and their new detachment rule is that you control it and then you move off because it's like infected. But you're making us stay on there to get the benefit. I don't know. It's a bit weird, that one. No feel, no pain, no disgustingly resilient anywhere. The Tallyman, while this model is your leading unit, you add 1 to the hit roll, which is similar to what you did anyway. In your command phase, roll 2d6 on a 7, you gain a CB. I don't know. These are the ones that I've seen the most of, and I'm not too sure how I feel about them. It's a bit hard. I think with the minus 1 damage, or there's no feel, no pain, or anything that takes away from why Death Guard are disgustingly resilient. I've seen that it's a strat for 2 CP and it's only in the fight phase. I don't know, because I love Death Guard, and I think, that was, was it really overpowered? Were Death Guard winning a lot from having minus 1 damage? I don't think so. And they used to have a 5-up feel no pain in 8th, I think it was. And again, there's none of that. So unless it's going to be, maybe it's going to be something in the codex they get, I don't know. It really is going to be interesting. Interesting. Anyway, guys, I've cried enough about Death Guard and Blood Angels recently. So, thanks for all your love and support as always on the channel. If you do enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. That will help me get some hay fever tablets and get rid of this horrible Nurgle's disease. Yeah, but also if you do not like my content, please leave a thumbs down. But say why. I've had people leave thumbs down, and it's kind of annoying. So I'm like, but why? I need to know the reason. I like constructive feedback. Let me know what you think. Anyway, guys, as always, take care. Bye bye.